We've actually got this thing wired up. We have a wire going to it. The electrician came in a few weeks ago. I've just not really been interested in doing anything with it because I'm going to get rid of it. You know, this big sanding machine. And so, yeah, I've not even tried it. Like, we should probably try it actually. Always kind of scary, big machines like that. You know, like, I mean, look at the size of the motor on the top. That is a big motor. So, yeah, maybe just leave it today, I don't know. Or maybe we'll just keep pushing buttons until it switches on. The electrician told me when he was setting it up that it all works, but just apart from the scales or scale, I don't know what that is. I never inquired enough, but it's, you know, if you look at this, so that little thing that says Pro Scale ABS, it says ERR2, so that's like error 2. Don't know what that means. Start drum, start conveyor.
Start the conveyor.
The conveyor is working. Funny noises. Let's go upstairs for a second. Now this is one of the office areas. There's an equivalent one downstairs. I plan to, you know, to have a desk and get internet and work from here. As you know, as I've mentioned multiple times in the past, I do a lot of work from cafes. You know, mostly online work and things like that. But I think what's going to happen is, currently I don't have any employees. You know, my dad helps me out, and you know, and that's it. He's just helping me out while he's over here from the UK. But I don't have any employees yet, and so at some point I will. It's just inevitable. It's just part of growing and getting bigger and where I want to go in business. And so I don't think it's going to work with me gallivanting off the cafes. Even though I sit in cafes and do a bunch of work, it's not going to work quite as well, I don't think, if I'm doing that and, you know, let's say I get my first employee and they're here on their own, you know. So I think I need to build something that's more long-term, more structured, more, you know, me more involved somehow. I really don't know. It's new to me. So that's why I'm going to start trying to sort of, you know, turn up to this new workshop and work here, work from the workshop, sort of be integrated into it, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's why I'm sort of showing you this. I think I'm telling you this because I'm trying to feel out my thoughts in my own head. It's like I said, it's new to me, and I'm just trying to figure this all out, figure out how to get to the next stage, you know, of business and where things are going, really. We are sort of looking at what we need to do with the water and the power for getting the water jet cutter set up over in this area. You see my dad working there, doing some wiring-y type stuff. I don't know anything about electricity, so I just call it wiring. Hopefully in the next 1 to 2 weeks, the water jet cutter will be set up here and ready to go. We have got some work for it. Also, we should hopefully be getting the new tumbler, the vibratory tumbler at some point. That will likely go, I think, over there, but perhaps temporarily there just now if we have some work for it. I don't think there's anything else to talk about in terms of what our plans are. That's really it. We're not going to be moving totally here to the new workshop right away. The logistics just aren't quite right. Like, at some point, because I live over in where the old workshop is, it's an hour's drive away from here. you know, I'm set up there. My whole life is over there, so we can easily commute to here. It's only an hour. It's really not that bad. It's a nice drive. Just so if we need to water jet cut here through the day, I can still live in the other town and drive an hour here, do water jet cutting all day, and then drive back. It's not a big deal. But it is, you know, a big deal to uproot everything and move here, because what that means is, like, I'm another hour away from where my son lives. He currently lives 3 hours away from me, 3 hours drive. So by moving here, he would live 4 hours drive away, and it does make a difference, you know, when, you know, if I'm picking him up and dropping him off at the weekend, you know, it's a whole day's driving. So yeah, so that's the plan. Start moving here, but not move here fully. Just move some of the equipment here, water jet cutter, possibly tumbler, and then see where we are there. So you see all that sort of old rustiness, usedness. That's why I'm never buying old used equipment like that ever again. I think that's really the only time I've done it. I made that decision almost a year ago now, I think August, September last year. You know, the few months after that, I realised, you know, through discussions with various, you know, people I know, my machinist, a couple other sort of local engineer guys, and, you know, experienced people who have bought machinery, been in business decades. They're like, look, don't mess around, you know, just get something new and good that you can rely on, or nothing at all. So that's how I think now. Unfortunately, I had to bring that into the country because I had paid for it and was already in the process of it, but gonna get rid of it now. That's okay. So moving on, progress with that, progress with the water jet cutter, progress with setting up water and wiring and whatnot here. I have to go because it is my son's birthday tomorrow. He will be 7 years old, can you believe it? I still remember when I first came over to New Zealand 6.5 years ago. He was about 3 or 4 months old, and I came over to see him for a month, just to sort of see how I could be part of his life. And you know, things are going as well as, or better than I can imagine, you know, with him, with his family, you know, and quite amazing. So I think that's me done for the week. I'll go do a little bit more emails, do some packing tonight, edit this video, chill out, and get caught up in my son's birthday tomorrow.